Our last story is a follow-up on the Azuki NFT saga that unfolded last week. A group of Azuki NFT holders is voting on the return of 20,000 Ether a week after the Azuki project faced backlash over the Elementals NFT mint. Reasons given for the proposed refund ranged from disappointment with the collection to the team's blatantly scamming the purchasers of the NFTs. The vote proposes to allocate funds retrieved back to a DAO to promote the growth of the community. Ben, I'm going to kick this one off to you. What do you make of this DAO vote to refund some of those people who feel like they were scammed?
Well, I was off last week, so I missed some of the drama here, but it does seem like a scam to me, and thank God they're returning the money.
Well, we don't know if they're returning the money yet, Ben. The vote has been proposed, but I don't think we've come to any kind of resolution. But Wendy, you had a big sigh there. So what do you think?
I don't think it's a scam. I think what it is that there's a lot of grifting in NFTs. People build their NFTs around the ideology of community, and that's fantastic. However, releasing multiple generative 10,000 AI collections or whatever these guys or people are doing is not how you build a community. But it's kind of been like the culture in NFTs for a long time. I personally think that NFTs were, created for people to have ownership, for people to own their in-game items, for musicians to own their music, for people to own different parts that they participated in when it comes to films, et cetera, for writers. So again, these guys, they have a lot of money that they needed to pay for their community event that they had. We all know that parties are expensive. I don't think it's a scam. I think it's a disappointment. And I think that people should, kind of consider that NFTs are not, that it's still an investment. At the end of the day, you're putting your money into something. And if you're expecting a return, I'm not exactly sure what to tell you. So I don't know. I think it's pretty sad that they've kind of abused their community that way. But in the same respect, we're in a bear market, and I'm not really seeing a lot of innovation from the current NFT projects out there right now.
Yeah, just to give our audience a little bit of background, just in case you missed what happened last week, the Elementals NFT project kind of proposed the project was going to be something that people who bought in felt it wasn't. I think $38 million of Ether was spent on these NFTs. And then when the artwork was revealed, it was very similar, almost like a copy and paste of the original Azuki collection. I know we have a graphic of a side by side. There we go, of the original artwork and the artwork in the new NFT collection. This drove the floor price down. People were really upset, saying this is the exact same. It's almost like brand value, right? When you replicate something, the brand value of that original thing goes down. And now there's a DAO of NFT holders who want their money back. I think it's notable that the DAO has 72 members as of Monday and only 36 votes on the proposal, and 40% of those votes are coming from a single holder. So this story also kind of amplifies that DAO narrative of, like who is voting in a DAO? How are we ensuring that this is actually the voice of many people and not just a few? Wendy?
This is the thing that drives me absolutely crazy about DAOs, and this is what I've been screaming for a long time. I feel like DAOs are just a reproduction of the current system that we have in America. You have a couple people in power, even in other countries too, and they make all of the choices for you. If you were able to get early access into a project, or you have a lot of money, you get the say as to what can and can't happen. To me, that's not community. To me, that's not even really what a DAO is supposed to be. But again, you guys, we're still in beta. I think that things are still early, and I think we do have the opportunity to change the way things are done and essentially really level the playing field out as to how DAOs wanted it to be. But right now, nope.
All right. Yeah.
I agree with that. I think there's too many projects calling themselves DAOs and not really behaving like DAOs, or at least what we'd expect to be DAOs.